brand new backpack. You feel me? Had to get me a brand new backpack. That backpack had broke, so uh, yeah, it's like every few months you gotta get a brand new backpack. And I need some shoes, but I'm gonna get that tomorrow. Give me some brand new shoes tomorrow. My shoes are all worn down, so time to go in there. Maybe I might go to the Goodwill and pick up something for $60. You feel what I'm saying? That's how you do that, man. When you're on a mission, you're making sure you save your money, go cheap, so you can save money. Fuck all that Gucci and Marc Jacob right now. You know, fuck all that right now, man. When we get the bag, we'll be able to afford all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? All them name brand, high-end brands and shit. You feel me? That's for later when you get the bag. But right now, we gotta be, just investing, man. And chasing the bag with a passion. You feel what I'm saying? So I come over here and get me a brand new backpack. Shoot, man. Hold on. You know. Trying to do the best that I can for the future, man. Because they don't like crybabies, man, nowadays, man. Too many crybabies on the internet. Feel what I'm saying? Like, it's okay to cry about it, or complain about the situation, but as long as you're doing something about it in the process of crying, okay, cry, lick your wounds, and get right back to chasing this bag. There's no room for failure out here in these streets, bro. You should be building. 7 months done past us already, bro. We're over half of the year done already. That year went by quick. That motherfucker went by quick. You feel me? And motherfuckers are still crying. They still uploading videos about, them struggling in the dating market. Look, we all struggling. I'm struggling too. But I'm doing something about it day to day. I turned my numbers in today. This time I'm gonna put down $20 this time. Stop putting down 10, bro. Stop that. You had the extra $10 in your pocket. I don't know, wow. Whatever, I could have got about $300 or $400. Anyway, I'm not gonna cry over spilled milk, bro. There's a lot of cats out here, they gotta understand that you have to become something in life if you're at a physical advantage or you are at a looks disadvantage. You feel what I'm saying? You have to become something. Man, it's a long way to walk to my I gotta go shit. Pay my phone bill today, man. We got a long walk. Nobody's gonna come to your rescue, man. Like in my last video, they only care about when women cry. When men cry, yeah, you might have a few people that sympathize for you and shit, but for the most part in society, they don't care about when men cry, bro. You're having problems dating, and they're gonna be like, huh? What? Yeah, man, I'm having problems dating, bro. I ain't had a woman in so long. They don't care. They only care when you succeed and stuff, man. When you deliver, that's when they care. They don't care about your potential of what you could be. They don't care, if you're about to do something, and achieve it. No, they want that shit already achieved and shit already. This is the way society is, man. Until you deliver, nobody gives a rat's ass about you. Nobody cares about your crying. No, nobody cares about your sniffing. You know what I'm saying? When you cry, you be sniffing, sniffling and shit. They don't care about that, bro. They care about, did you get that bag yet? Nope. Well, you ain't getting no coochie. These women, only reward motherfuckers who are go-getters, bro. They don't reward the weak. You know what I'm saying? They don't reward the weak, bro. Had to get me a brand new backpack, bro. That backpack broke. The water was coming out of the back and everything. Cause I carry a big ass jug of water everywhere I go. You know what I'm saying? I paid $40 for this backpack, so it should last me about another 6 months or something like that. Yeah, they don't care about when men cry, man. You can do all the crying you want to, man. There's nobody out there trying to come and save you, man. Nobody's gonna get you out of this situation like a magic fairy is gonna come out of nowhere and put you in a better position with females. That's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. Like a magic fucking fairy is gonna come out of nowhere and save you from your situation that you're in and put you in a better position with females. Nope. That's something that you gotta earn over time, man. You feel what I'm saying? Cause only you can do that. Ain't no God gonna come out of the sky either. Forget all about that God stuff, bro. You gotta save you, man. That's it. You gotta look after you, and it's every man for himself and shit. Remember that video game, Modern Warfare 2? Remember we used to do the free-for-all and shit on the multiplayer? Right? Free-for-all. Everybody for themselves, bro. This is a free-for-all, bro. Wake up, bro. Smell the motherfucking coffee, bro. It's every man for himself. You have to stay on your dream, your mission, your goal every single day. How many times I've been telling you motherfuckers to stay on your goal? You see me? I'm on my goal every single day. I'm on my grind every single day. You feel what I'm saying? I play every single day. I play my numbers every single day. Yesterday I hit $160. That's a small win, but it's better than nothing. You know what I'm saying? Some motherfuckers walk away with nothing. You feel what I'm saying? But I'm gonna keep going until it cracks. You feel what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep going until I get all 5 numbers. You feel me? Because I ain't no quitter, I ain't no loser, and I ain't no crybaby, man. You got, what's his name? Short hat guy, or whatever his name is. Short bald guy. You know what I'm saying? He on the internet complaining and crying, talking about he gonna delete himself. Oh, woe is me, and they ain't checking for me, bro. I'm in genetic annihilation, bro. They wanna annihilate my genetics. They wanna throw me away. Well, guess what, bro? You're gonna have to go to Hollywood or become a comedian or something. You're gonna have to do something. You feel what I'm saying? You're gonna have to do something. You can't do nothing your whole entire life. That's a good way to be old and alone, man. Like, anytime, like, you have, like, about 10-year droughts and shit, you gotta hold your horses. You gotta be, wait, hold on. I've been single for 10 years. It's time to change something. That's what happened to me, man. I haven't had a girlfriend in, how many years? In 8 years, man. But all that time went by, and I pumped my brakes. I was like, skirt. Damn, this ain't gonna change. I gotta get on this bag chase. Let me start playing my numbers every single day. You feel what I'm saying? I gotta chase this bag, man, because these females, they ain't gonna like losers and shit, man. You feel what I'm saying? And I'll keep chasing it until the cows come home, bro. I just ain't gonna stop, man. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna put 20 on it today on my numbers. Fuck that. I ain't never putting 10 no more. I'm gonna keep on putting 20 every time I play. 20 bucks. Gotta do that. I'm sorry. Yesterday I was tripping. I don't know why I just put $10, but for some reason I just put $10. I could have won more money, man. So whatever. I'm gonna let it go. I won something, you feel me? You know. But like I said, but they don't like when men cry, man. They don't even want to pay attention if you cry. They could care less, bro. Because every man is supposed to be taught from a young age not to be complaining and crying all the time. You know what I'm saying? Some dudes wasn't taught that by their mother or their father. You know, so they think it's okay to cry about it and complain about it. Because maybe they've seen their mother do it. And a lot of times when you are raised by your mother, you pick up her characteristics as well. You know, you pick up certain traits from a female. It don't mean that you're gay, but you pick up certain things that your mother did. That's why me and my mother, we never got along, man, because I never want to pick up none of her traits or whatever she was doing. You feel what I'm saying? So a lot of guys, they mama's boys, man, and they cry too much, man. That's what a dude he can't figure out a problem. He can't solve a problem, so he sit back and whine and complain about it instead of solving the problem. You got a reproductive problem. Maybe you should solve that problem by bringing a girl to America, man. Go overseas, get you a woman, and bring her back here. If you can't stay over there long term in those countries. I just seen one guy. He's an older guy. He just brought a Filipino over here just recently. An older white guy. He got a Elvis haircut, dude. To me, with that hairdo, he kind of remind me of an older Elvis, right? But he said, fuck that. I'm not gonna be old and alone. He just brought a Filipina from the Philippines to live with him just now, like a few months ago. And I've been checking out their channel and stuff like that. But he went out and did something about his situation that he was in. He was here in America. The young females wasn't checking for him. So he said, I'm gonna go get me a Filipina from another country. From the Philippines. And, you know, brought her over here. She got nice long legs, man, too. She cute, you know, but she got nice long legs. She got a nice body, curvy body. Something that I like to say. That I like, you know, but he did something about the situation. He didn't sit there and just cry about it and then bitch and complain and moan about the situation. Same thing with David. You know, from David and Annie, he was struggling. He got off his ass. He went to Thailand, brought back a Thai wife. My bad. You know, he brought back a Thai wife because he thought in his head, I'm not going to be old and alone. You know, I'm not attracted to older women. I'm still attracted to young women. So I'm going to go overseas and bring her back over here. Because I can't stay in that country long term. I'll end up homeless over there. And that's another thing. The reason why men go overseas to get a woman, to bring her back over here, because they don't want to end up homeless in another country. Because that's another, a lot of guys, they go over there, they think they can live long term without a job. As soon as them savings start running out, they on the internet begging for donations to get back home. Can you please send me some donations so I can get home, so I can get a plane ticket? I'm stranded over here in the Philippines, homeless. You know what I'm saying? So nobody wants to end up in that situation. Like, I'd rather bring her over here, you know, that way I can take care of her more and and provide for her over here better than I could over there. And somebody said, well, what if she cheats on you with Chad and Tyrone? Okay, well, she's gonna have to cheat with me and cheat on me with Chad and Tyrone, or get her citizenship and get on, whatever. You know, like you get a female her citizenship, then all of a sudden she don't need you no more, she leaves you. I'd rather for her to do that to me be stuck over there in another country and she leaves me when I run out of money. You know what I'm saying? At least if she leaves me, I got a place and a roof over my head, and I can find me another girlfriend or another wife. See, motherfuckers don't look at it like that. I do. I mean, like, you leaving me? Oh, you got your citizenship now, huh? You don't need me no more. Okay, well, guess what? I got like 5 years of good sex with a young, hot, tenderoni thing. You feel me? That's how I look at it, man. Move on to the next bitch, man. Find me another bro. Because I'm not going to live in your country where I can't get a job and I can't grow. You feel what I'm saying? I'm just living off whatever my lotto winnings, you know what I'm saying? And all that other stuff, man. That probably won't be enough to live out there long term, because I don't know how long I'm gonna live. So I don't know when my checkout date is. Nobody knows. All you can do is just try to eat right and exercise and stay here as long as you possibly can. But crying, back to what I'm saying, crying is not gonna do anything, bro. I'd rather motherfuckers for them to go overseas and bring back a wife to America, if you're struggling. But that takes a lot of like having your shit together. And I keep telling niggas this, the main reason why you struggling and the main reason why I'm struggling is because we don't have our shit together. You feel what I'm saying? We don't have our shit together. So yeah, it's only natural. It's common sense, that you're gonna struggle. Common sense. That's all it is. If we had our shit together, we wouldn't be struggling. You know what I'm saying? Let's get up out of here, man. So, the crying and the complaining ain't gonna do nothing, man. And I seen people come around, they say, well, if you go overseas, you bring her back, she just gonna use you or something, or she gonna cheat on you with Chad and Tyrone. The Pookies and Ray Ray's gonna get her if I bring her over here. I was like, I'd rather for you to do that than do nothing at all and be in a situation that short ball guy, be in his situation where you ain't got shit. It's better than nothing. Something is better than nothing, bro. That's how I look at it. But for you to get up on this internet every single goddamn day of your life and upload one complaint after the next, it goes to show that you ain't got no ambition or no drive. And when you see something that's not working, you keep on doing it anyway. When you see something that's not working, like complaining, don't do it. Do something else. You feel what I'm saying? Because uploading one complaint after the next, man, that ain't gonna do nothing. You feel what I'm saying? Now all this time going by, you could be building something, you could be saving some money to fix your height if you short. Save your fucking money if you short, bro. Get the fucking surgery done. Get it done. You could work out a deal with some of them doctors and be like, look, I ain't got 60 grand, but I got 50 grand. I got 50 grand. What can I get for 50 grand? I saved 50 grand over like a 5-year period. It took me 5 years to save 50 grand. I'm finally about to be tall. Jesus, hell yeah. Praise the Lord. You know how they be saying that shit in church and shit? Yeah, Jesus, praise the Lord. I'm tall now. You feel what I'm saying? Now you tall. Some motherfuckers, they walking around with pride now after the fucking surgery. Cause some of them was just like short ball guy, 5'3", 5'4". They've been called every single short name in the book by women. And they got tired of that shit, man. So they start stacking their bread. They start working overtime. 5 years went by, 6 years went by, and they finally got the money saved up where they can get the surgery. So that way they won't have to live like that for the rest of their life. I could imagine like being 5'4", bro. Like I definitely would like be chasing the jackpot or the bags like earlier in my life. If I was 5'4", I wouldn't have been in no relationship. I would have had full focus. And I would have saved that money like I meant it. To be taller and I'm screwed for life with 5'4"? Nah, man, I'm a fight to be 5'9", 5'10". I'm gonna see if I can get that height. So I'll save my money for years. And until I get it. You know, and then once I get the money saved up, I'll go straight to the doctor and get that surgery done. I don't care how painful it is. Shit, I've been through a lot of pain in my life. You know what's more painful? Being short, 5'4". That's more painful. Right there. That's way more painful. Ooh, we got a long way. We're gonna have to stop and rest for a little bit, man, because I'm supposed to go pay my phone bill. I just had lunch. Had me what I had for lunch? Had me some Taco Bell, man. You know. Just like my Arabic Chad friend. It took him 5 years to save up for a house, bro. He finally got it, though. He did it. It was a condo, really. And he had a big black truck. And he became a firefighter, bro. He had to. He was the broke Chad, basically. And he was saying, like, man, yeah, I could get those women, man, but I lose to the Chads with money, though. Yeah, he said, yeah, I'm Chad, but I'm a broke Chad. You know what I'm saying?
Wait.
He finally became a firefighter, man. But it took him 5 years to save up for that house. I remember he was telling me how he was saving that money. But he lived rent-free, though. He was living rent-free in the back of a jiu-jitsu dojo. And he was training jiu-jitsu there. And I guess the master let him stay in the back of the dojo. Him and my friend Odonai, both of them. But, you know, he was on his grind. My friend, the Arabic Chad. And Odonai, he did nothing. Even though he was still struggling in the date market himself, he finally got an older woman that was like 10 to 15 years older than him. A career woman. This guy, he was Mexican, by the way, from Texas. Odonai, the whole entire them years went by. Odonai is still in the same spot. Odonai could not read or write, by the way. He couldn't read. And I never made fun of him for that. But he better be glad I didn't, because I probably would have been brutal on him. You know, but he stayed in the same place, not doing nothing, and he was struggling in the dating market. I remember Odonai, he was having a hard time getting a woman, bro. But finally he came up. He moved in with this career woman, like I did a while back. He didn't save any money. You know what I'm saying? He didn't go back to school to try to learn how to read and write. This is a true story. He stayed right in the same room as the Arabic Chad. And the years were going by, man. And Chad, he finally got to his destination, and the other guy didn't. Chad was saving money, you know what I'm saying, and ended up buying a condo. I don't think it was a house. It was more a condo. because he had people staying on the side of him and shit. You know, but he bought a condo. You feel me? With just 5 years of saving his money. He was desperate, and then I even asked him questions. I was like, Chad. Nah, I'm just kidding. I didn't say Chad. I was like Shaw, bro, because his name is Shaw, right? I was like, Shaw, bro. So how do you save for that house? He said, well, first of all, I don't pay rent, and I just worked extra hours, and whatever I didn't need, I didn't buy it. I never went to bars because I already work in one. I get free pussy. I don't need to like go out and buy drinks for bitches and shit. He said I was really conscious about saving. And he finally did. I went over his house. I saw it. I saw his big black truck, and I saw the condo. I didn't go in though. I didn't see it on his side, but I saw him. He came outside to give me something. I forgot what it was. I went over his house to get something. What was it out there? I think I was using his. Yeah, I was using his address. I went to go pick up some DoorDash stuff back when I was doing DoorDash. You know, they send you those cards and stuff, or they send you something in the mail. You know, or I think it was an Instacart, or no, it was it was DoorDash. That pink card that they give you to pay with stuff. You know, that pay for stuff with the card and shit. You know, went over there to pick that up, and I saw the house. I saw the place. It's nice. It's in a suburban area, right next to Walnut Creek. You know, it was nice. He really did good, man. But he was on that saving though every single day though. So he was making progress every year that went by. He was constantly making slowly progress. Slowly, he was making progress every year that went by. You feel what I'm saying? And he was telling me that he felt like a loser and shit. Yeah, the women, they wanted to bang him, but they just wanted to have fun with the guy, but not carry a real relationship because he struggled with the money part. He was broke. You know, but he accomplished his mission though, while Adonai and me too, still in the same spot. But I'm on my mission right now, so I'm comfortable right now. Feel me? That I'm eventually cross that finish line. But I'm telling you, the motherfuckers who make progress, and why they make progress, because they stay on that same shit over and over again, waking up doing the same thing every single morning, every single day, every single evening, every single night. You know, you wake up and they keep making that progress. While other people, they stay in the same spot their whole entire life because they're not disciplined. That's number one. You gotta be disciplined, even with the lottery. That means you gotta play your numbers faithfully every single day. Faithfully. You know, you gotta be consistent with the plan. You know, you gotta be consistent with the saving. You gotta be consistent with chasing the dream of becoming an actor or a comedian or a doctor or a lawyer or something. It takes a lot of discipline to do all that stuff. And you can't be distracted by nothing. You can't be in no relationship. You can't get distracted by women. You got to keep pushing forward until you cross the finish line at all costs. So that way you won't stay in the same spot your whole entire life. Because eventually the time will keep on passing by. I just told you 7 months went by quick. A lot of you guys could have been on your purpose. You could have made some progress already. But you guys still in the same spot because you haven't started. I'm saying some of you guys, not all of you guys, because some of you guys are on your purpose. But you haven't thought to like start taking that step. And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking like, God damn, it's gonna take me 5 years to get there. It might take you sooner. You might get there sooner. We don't know. All you gotta try. Shit. You might blow up becoming an actor within like 3 or 4 years, and that shit passed by quick. That's how I look at time. I look at how fast time is passing by. feel me? So I'm not tripping about the time. I'm tripping about just keep on maintaining my consistency with my numbers, and all the other stuff that I'm doing right now is just consistent. Keep on doing the same thing over and over again. And something's gonna crack for you. But a lot of guys don't have that gift like that. See, it's a gift to chase a bag long term. You feel what I'm saying? A lot of cats done gave up and went home already. But that's not me. I never give up. Because I remember when I was doing capoeira and I did that Omalo Doubly, it took me a while to get that down, but I got it down. You feel what I'm saying? Took me a few weeks of doing it, of trying it, and failing. And I know when you do something over and over again, eventually you're gonna succeed somehow. You feel what I'm saying? Because you gotta be repetitive, man. You gotta have some repetitive nature inside you. Wake up, do the same thing. Wake up, do the same thing. But a lot of guys, they cry about it and they don't change what they're doing. You feel what I'm saying? Stop doing stuff that failed the first time, like chasing women. Stop doing that. If you got a need to chase women, get rid of that shit. Start chasing that bag, and then once you get the bag, I promise you'll never have a drought ever again. As long as you got the bag, you'll never have a drought. I don't care if you short and ugly, like the short ball guy. Women gonna pay you they gonna give you some play, man. Feel what I'm saying? You know. So I stopped doing that shit, man. Chasing women, that could be your downfall right there. Because you're so busy chasing and trying to bust nuts all the time, man, that you don't know that eventually your time gonna catch up with you. And before you know it, you're gonna be 40 or 45, 50 with no money in your pocket. Because you spent the whole entire time chasing pussy. Or chasing, like, staying at a job for like 30 years. Working at UPS for 30 years, working at McDonald's for 30 years. You stayed at one job, you never wanted to progress, man. You never wanted to chase that bag. Feel what I'm saying? And a lot of guys won't like this message. They're gonna be thinking I'm evil. They're gonna be thinking I don't know what I'm talking about. How you know, bro? I'm like teaching you wisdom, all the mistakes that I made. And I'm passing down the wisdom. I'm passing down the knowledge. So you won't have to go through the same struggle I went through, or do the same mistakes that I made. Make the same mistakes that I made and shit. If I would have been more, I would have been focused, man. If I know what I know now, back then, if I knew back then what I know now, I would have broke up with my girlfriend quick and got on that music tip. Quick. It would have been no ands, buts about it. I would have figured out how to get away from her. Actually, I was trying to do that, by the way. But a lot of times, a lot of cats, they get complacent throughout their whole entire life, and they never amount to nothing because they don't stay persistent with nothing. They give up really easily. You know what I'm saying? Low self-esteem, bro. It's why a lot of dudes are crying, man. They got low self-esteem. They got no confidence. They don't know what to do. They let a bunch of time go by just complaining and whining. And I keep telling you guys, that ain't gonna do shit. You could cry till the cows come home, bro. You can cry a motherfucking river, bro. Nobody's coming to your rescue. So you gotta say, okay, I'm in this for the long haul. I'm chasing the bag for the long haul. You feel me? You know, so I can have a good life and have a better life. You know, later in life though. Not right now. Right now it's the struggle. But later in life, I'm doing this so I can have a better life later on. You know, because I see that I'm gonna last. I'm gonna be in this situation forever, and I don't want that to happen. So I'd rather put it into work now, so that way later in the future, I can come up. I definitely want a soda right now. Holy cow! I'm gonna get me a Mountain Dew or something. I usually don't drink soda, bro, but right now, because I've been walking down this stretch, yeah, we're gonna get a cold soda right now. Maybe like a Sprite or something. Yeah, I want a Sprite. Yeah, that's it. You know, like me, like I saw that I needed to lose some weight. I kind of like Little Seven, man. You feel what I'm saying? Even though she's super young and she's super short, I still kind of like her. You know. So she wasn't paying me no attention for a minute until I lost some weight. And all of a sudden, I see her do a double take at me. Like, she looked at me like, this guy done lost some weight or something. He looking different. Yeah, looking more handsome now. I ain't got all that fat on my face. Putting fat on your face, it takes you away, man, from being handsome, man. You know, all this weight gain is getting on my nerves. Up and down, weight, up and down and weight, up and down and weight. Never staying at the same spot. You get tired of that, man. So if I can help it, I'm gonna stay right here, where I'm at right now. You know. You know. So I got out and started doing things, man. I dropped the weight. And plus, Hellcat want to be desired, man. I don't want to be ugly, man. I don't want to be fat. I don't want to be skinny either, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, I don't want to be like that, bro. Whereby my life is without women. I want love and companionship in my life again. How you gonna find love and companionship when you fat and broke? You fat and broke. You know what I'm saying? That's a terrible combination, by the way. Being fat and broke, you're automatically an incel. I don't care what nobody say. You fat and broke, you're automatically an incel. Sub 5, below average looking, and under 6 feet tall. That's a recipe for inceldom within itself. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, we gotta get a soda, man. I walked all that way. We gotta take a break and then continue to walk some more, because that'll be 2 miles of walking. So we had to take a little break. And once I dropped the weight, man, I got started working out again. I started getting more attention, and that's how I like it. You know. I like attention from females, especially like young females. You know, I like their attention. You feel me? I hate being invisible. I don't like that. And I know one day I'm gonna be invisible eventually. When I hit 60 something, I know I'm gonna be invisible. But baby, I gotta have that money, man, because the money will keep them women around, bro. If Diddy didn't have that money, being at 50, you know, he would be alone, bro. But since he got his bread up, he got his money right, being a billionaire at the time before the scandal that he was involved in, before the trial, you know, just messing around with Little Miami, and Little Miami would never been even dealing with Diddy if he didn't have that bread. So the women keep coming around, man. That's why that way you prepare for those years, man, to come around when women are not checking for you physically anymore. They're just checking for your wallet. And I'd rather be around people with a family than be alone and old, man. You know what I'm saying? What's up? Good, man. I was drunk last night, man.
Yeah, yesterday only $10.
I know. Next time, man.
Oh, you know good man.
Next time.
Every day you buy $10, you winner.
I know. Next time, bro. You get a 7-Up or something on Sprite. You get a Sprite. Next time, I knew I should have put $10 down. I mean, 10 extra bucks.
Today day good.
Yeah, it was good, man. I gotta go pay my phone bill though, right now. I gotta pay a phone bill.
How much phone bill, man?
Huh? Gotta pay my phone bill, so I'll be back. But they said it was a good day. Can't complain. Yeah. Yeah. You know, and some of you guys know I'm telling you the truth, man. Because I can see it in the likes. 3 people already like this already, man. So I'm not alone, you know, thinking the way I'm thinking right now. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not alone. So some of you guys are feeling me what I'm saying. It's like the complaining and all the other stuff that a lot of these other YouTubers be doing. It's not gonna work. Yeah, he was talking about how come he didn't put an extra $10 down. I would have won more money yesterday, but I'm good. I'm good. I'll keep playing. I'll keep playing those same numbers until it pops. But like I said, bro, you know, oh, I'm thirsty. Oh shit. Oh man. Woo. I don't really mess with soda, but I needed it fucking all that way. Ugh. You know, I told you guys this. I mean, damn, eventually you're gonna break out of jail, man. Why do you choose a life sentence? You know, when you don't do nothing with your life and you struggling in the dating market, you know that's a life sentence, right? That you chose. It's like the game. He's messing around with those females. Eventually, he was gonna get caught up with some bullshit. You know, he was doing stuff that made that basically got his. I think he got sued for $71 million or some shit like that. But he was doing that shit to himself though. He was doing reckless shit, bro. You know, messing with them bras, getting caught up with them and shit like that. Got lawsuits against him. You know, didn't show up to court. A lot of stuff he was doing that got him in trouble right now is his own doing. It's nothing. Nobody can he can't blame anybody for the mess that he in right now. Being broke. You know, he's doing stupid shit. Hella childish shit, bro. And then he got up on the internet, he was doing the same thing a lot of incels was doing. Complaining about their situation and not really taking action, you know, toward their goal, what they needed to do. I'm pretty sure some of you guys who are below average looking, your parents probably broke it down to you. All right, look, you're gonna have to get money for these women to fuck with you. If you didn't take their advice, that's on you, bro. You know, like I said, man, the bag chase is a lifelong thing. It don't stop. Why would you stop chasing money anyway? Money is very important in your pockets, man, for a man. You know, women, what they do? When they want to insult you, they want to call you a broken, dusty dude, bro. Or now they call you just a dusty now. I ain't fucking with those dusties. You know, you know. That's the main thing they want to call you when they want to insult you and shit. You see what I'm saying? So all the crying and bickering and moaning, bro, on the internet, bro, is not gonna do anything. You're gonna be stuck for the remaining years of your life. I told you, short ball guy, he gonna keep on uploading videos one after another. Watch. He gonna get on there. He gonna say the same thing, how he's struggling, and everybody bring out the violins and the tissue, and everybody have a pity party and shit like that. That's not gonna help, bro. The years are gonna go by, and you're gonna keep on uploading videos talking about, oh, it's hard. The dating market is hard. I'm 5'4". I'm deaf. I'm done. Death is gonna come soon, and all that other stuff. I'm like, man, this shit is fucking stupid, bro. He can change the situation. He chooses not to, though. That's his choice. If he's not getting up every single morning chasing a dream that's gonna lead to riches, you feel what I'm saying? That's his fault. That's on him. You see what I'm saying? You see what happens when I do the same thing over and over again? I matched 3 numbers out of 5 yesterday. 3 numbers out of 5. Each ticket was worth $80. Put that in my pocket, please. Thank you. Kept doing the same thing over and over again. I told you, when you keep going and keep doing the same thing over, you bump into some luck. You keep doing the same thing over and over again, you bump into the same thing with chasing becoming a movie star. When you keep on getting up and going to those auditions, you're gonna bump into some luck. I'm telling you, the luck is there, man. I still got the money in my pocket. I ain't spent it yet, but I'm about to spend it I'm about to pay my phone bill though today. I'm just taking a rest right now, man. Shit. Woo. Man. Oh, I drunk that fast. I just walked a mile in the heat. So this soda tastes good right now. So I'm a warrior, man. I keep grinding until I get what I need, what I want, man. You feel what I'm saying? You know, I keep going until I cross the finish line, bro. You feel me? I'm gonna keep playing those numbers. I'm gonna keep showing up until I hit the big one, and then we can all walk home into the sunset. You know, the man is still, how come we didn't put $20 there? I'm like, oh, I don't know. I should have maybe, but I'll take the $160. I'll take that. Shit, why not? I got drunk as fuck last night because I won. Shit. Finally, I saw some type of success, man. So I bought me a brand new backpack. Shit. Right here. Brand new. Woo. And now I gotta get some new shoes. I gotta buy me some new shoes tomorrow. You know, I'm a go-getter, bro. I keep going until I fucking pop. You feel what I'm saying? You know, I keep going until I pop. I told you, I'm in this shit for the long haul. I don't want to be struggling in the dating market for the rest of my life. I wake up thinking about that every single morning. Go fly a sign. Go turn your numbers in. Go fly a sign. If you guys don't know what a fly sign is where you stand on the corner and you put up a sign and people drive by and give you money. People done gave me $100 bills, $50 bills, $20 bills. Today I got like 2 20s and I got some 10s. So I was getting 10s and I made about $125 within an hour. Just 1 hour, I made $125. Then I go take 20 of that and I go turn my numbers in. That's it. You feel what I'm saying? No, I'm okay, man. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. You know. Because I, like I said, I don't want to be struggling in the dating market for the rest of my life. So I'm dedicating myself to my numbers, dedicating myself to being persistent and keep on doing what I got to do. You feel what I'm saying? Until I come up, you know, until I win, man, you know. Because I see what happens to people, man, when they don't get their bread together, especially men. They on the streets, bruh, or they struggling in the dating market. They're alone. They suffer from like chronic loneliness or some shit like that, whatever, however they call it. You know, they ain't got enough money to keep no females around. So you become an old fart, man. All you need is your wallet, man. Your looks be gone by the time you're 60. You feel what I'm saying? And what you gonna attract young females then? Because at 60, even at 60, you still don't like them young females. So how you gonna get them if you ain't got no bread, bro? How you gonna get them if you ain't prepping for the future, bro? Every day is a step toward the future, bro. You know that, right? Every day that you wake up, that's a step toward the future. The future will eventually come. And then what you got to show for it? A bunch of tears, crying on YouTube about your situation that never changed because you didn't want to change. And you thought that getting up on here crying on YouTube was going to change the situation. I got news for you, bro. It's not. It's not. What's up with it? You know, the black man, what's up with it? What if a guy getting donations from people complaining online? There are guys making $100 per video for complaining. That's not enough money, man. That's small change, bro. You just paying your bills with that. It's not. You feel what I'm saying? It's not enough money because you're still in your situation. You need to be making $1,000 a day, or you know what I'm saying, or making like $2,000 a day. Bring it in, you know, 60 grand per month. You know, is that right? Yeah, 60 grand. Yeah, 60 grand per month. You need Tyrese money. You need Kevin Hart's money. Okay, you need real success, not no chump change that's just gonna pay your bills and keep you in the situation that you're in right now, which is struggling in the dating market. $100 per video ain't shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know. And plus, you're not guaranteed to make $100. I know how YouTube revenue it's up and down. It's fucking inconsistent. You feel what I'm saying? Sometimes you might get $100, for 1 month. Sometimes you might make $300 1 month. It's inconsistent. So it's like you're making chump change, and the motherfuckers like short ball guy and savvy guy, they making chump change off of YouTube. They ain't got that many subs. They ain't got that many views. It ain't like you PewDiePie or something like that. That's making some real money. PewDiePie is the king of YouTube. He's making real money. All the motherfuckers in fitness and playing video games, they're making the money. Not the complainers, not the whiners. If you still in the same situation and you still doing that lifestyle, that lifestyle need to stop. That's what Tupac said. he said, if this lifestyle that you live in it's got you taking more shorts than giving props, then that lifestyle needs to stop. That's what he was saying. listen to Tupac, and he was a successful individual. Now you got to listen to him. Listen to what Tupac has said. He said, if that lifestyle that you living got you taking more shorts than giving props, meaning that people are not giving you props, they're not congratulating you. You're not getting congratulations. You're not. If that lifestyle has got you taking more shorts than giving props, then that lifestyle needs to stop. The uploading and the crying and the complaining needs to stop. It's not working for you, bro. I can see him right now. I'm gonna get on YouTube right now. I'm gonna complain about the situation that I'm in. I'm just complaining about the situation. I ain't really doing nothing, man. Yeah. I'm gonna upload again. I can't wait till that upload. Ooh, I can't wait to complain again because I know I'm making progress. Got that. He got that diabolical laugh. I know I'm making progress. I can't wait to upload again. I'm like, did you make any progress? You've been uploading for like two or 3 months now. Did you make any progress? Yeah. I uploaded like about 30 crying videos. That's gonna get me more bitches, man. Upload these videos, that's gonna help me. like it was fucking stupid, bro. That's not helping. That's not helping. You know, maybe if I cried, a bitch would come into my inbox and just sweep me off my feet, carry me off into the sunset, or carry me off into the moonlight. You know what I'm saying? Nah, that's not gonna do nothing. It's not gonna work. You know, it's over 1,000 guys complaining on YouTube. Yeah, but that's not doing nothing, bro. Because you're still in the same situation that you're in. Complaining is you're basically burying yourself in your problems. You feel me? It's like you're basically putting a Band-Aid on an infected wound and expect for it to heal. That's not gonna work. You gotta put some work in. You gotta go get some Epsom salt or some peroxide or something, or some alcohol to take away the goddamn, you know, the infection and shit, bro. You gotta treat the wound, bro. You gotta put some stuff on it. You can't just put a Band-Aid on it and call it a day. That's what a lot of these YouTubers are doing. They put Band-Aids on the infected wound that's open like a motherfucking goddamn baseball. Okay? You get shot and you gonna put a Band-Aid on it? Nah, bro. You gotta first get the bullet out of your goddamn leg and wrap it real tight so it can stop the bleeding. Wrap a big ass towel or a blanket around it. You know, tie it, squeeze that motherfucker so it can stop the bleeding, first of all. And then you gotta get a bunch of goddamn, you know, towels and stuff to soak up the bleeding. Then you gotta put some peroxide and shit on it to kill the germs. You feel what I'm saying? You gotta do a lot more work. So a lot of these guys, what they doing is they just slapping a Band-Aid on an infected wound. That's not gonna work. You feel what I'm saying? You slapping a Band-Aid on an infected wound that needs medical attention. It needs more than just a Band-Aid. It needs more than just a Band-Aid. You feel what I'm saying? And you too lazy to go get the peroxide and go get the alcohol, or you know, to go get a sheet or a blanket or something to tie that shit around your leg so you can squeeze it and stop the fucking bleeding. Bro, you're gonna bleed out, bro. You're gonna bleed out. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not really doing nothing to solve your problem that you got. Go get a woman overseas. Oops, I forgot. That takes a little bit of self-improvement too. Matter of fact, when you go get a woman from overseas, you gotta bring her over here and be able to take care of her. Because she ain't gonna be able to work once she get over here, bro. So you gotta make sure you got financial stability and everything. And you know, short bald guy saying, well, my finances are in order. Apparently it's not enough, bro. You don't got enough money. Apparently it's not enough. You feel what I'm saying? I told you, repetitive shit, bro, will get the job done. Yeah, I hit that jackpot yesterday, man. It was a small one, but I kept doing it because I kept playing and I ran into some luck. When you keep going in life, you will run into the luck, bro. The luck is there, but you gotta keep on keeping on. You gotta keep on doing the same thing over and over again to run into the luck. The luck is there, bro. You know what I'm saying? How you think fucking Kevin Hart got into, like, you know, being a comedian and shit, man? The shit was a little bit of hard work and some luck, but he kept being out there. He kept showing up to all the events, the stand-ups and stuff, and he kept practicing. If you don't know that practice makes perfect, I don't know what to tell you. He kept getting better at it. He kept getting better at it until he mastered it, perfected it, and now he's Kevin Hart. But that was a lot of hard work involved in that though, because we had to show up and write your comedy skits on paper and shit. You know what I'm saying? To your jokes and stuff, write that shit on paper and then to remember it when you're on stage and get comfortable with being in front of people. At first you're gonna be nervous, but then after a while you just get comfortable because you get used to it. Being on stage. Now he could be on stage and be as comfortable as a motherfucker because he's used to being in front of people. You know what I'm saying? Kept practicing. He wasn't gonna stay an incel his whole entire life. Are you kidding me? Kevin Hart said, "Nah, I'm gonna be chasing this comic dream, bro. Fuck all that. I'm 5'4", bro. Shit, you must be smoking." But then you got other guys that don't do that. They get on the internet and complain about it. And then they got that one-itis thing where they stuck doing the same thing over and over again. It's called one-itis. You know, you get stuck doing the same thing over and over again. I see it out here, man, with some of these people that I used to kick it with. They go to the same spots and chill for like about 3 or 4 hours, and then they leave. I'm like, damn, you ain't got another spot? Even me, I got different spots, bro. I don't stay in the same spot all the time, bro. I go different spots. Some motherfuckers, they get caught up with doing the same thing over and over again. For years, though, they never changed. They never said, oh, no, this is not working. I'm not going to try that no more. It's like they got dudes out here that try to like fit a round peg into a square hole. And you got guys like that. They'll be like sitting there and they'll pick up the round peg and there's a square hole and they swear they can get that shit to fit in there. I'm like, why didn't you try something else? Why go get a square peg for the square hole? Nah, man, I want this round one right there, man. This round one, it's a round, man. It's gonna fit, bro. I swear, it's gonna fit. One day it's gonna fit, and they'll keep on doing it for years, trying to fit that fucking round peg into a square hole. They just every single day, it's gonna fit. It's gonna fit. Man, you're gonna die before that shit fits, bro. Try something else. Do something else. Go get a square peg, dumbass. They got people out there like that, bro. They think that uploading YouTube videos is gonna change their life somehow. It's not gonna work, bro. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be chasing the bag, bro. Get off the fucking YouTube and go chase a bag every single day. Just start out going to, like, if you want to become an actor, shit, you better develop the passion for acting. Just start by yourself. You know, start pretending to be mad and sad and glad. Practice facial expressions and shit. Practice acting on your own. Go take some acting lessons, man. Make steps, baby steps, to get to where you gotta go. I'm not doing acting. I'm chasing the bag, the lottery bag. But if I was going after acting, I would first take some acting lessons, and that's only on 1 or 2 months or whatever. And then I would like start signing up for auditions, and I would keep going until my in the door. You feel what I'm saying? Until I got a yes, because you're gonna get a bunch of no's, man, and it's gonna hurt your feelings. But you gotta lick your wounds and keep it pushing until you get a yes. And once you get a yes, man, you get put on, bro. It's just that simple. You know, and then you start your acting career, start making all kinds of money, and you're famous now and everything. You feel me? Because you kept trying, you didn't give up. You know, that's all you got to do, man. Start signing up for auditions. They're online. Just look up online, man. You'll see. Type in audition for a bad guy, audition for a good guy, audition for a taxi driver or a extra or some shit like that. Maybe we could make it. You know, that's how Jean-Claude Van Damme got in. He was an extra at first, but he was applying himself for those roles. But look, if Jean-Claude Van Damme would have never had signed up for those roles, he would have never became Jean-Claude Van Damme. He would have been still stuck doing ballet and shit. because he was a ballet dancer at first. That's why you see all these movies, he be doing them kung fu and karate kicks and stuff, and they look like ballet kicks and shit. You know what I'm saying? But he kept pursuing the dream, and he finally landed a role, a major role, okay? You have to go through the struggle first, man, or you're gonna be, for the rest of your life, you're gonna be in that situation. You feel what I'm saying? He put 5 years down. He made it. You feel what I'm saying? It's called ambition. You know, sometimes school is not enough for us, man. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we want more money than school. I want to be a millionaire. You can't go to school and become a millionaire, man. Going to school is just for getting a job, a high-paying job. That's all it is. You know, studying computer science and all the other stuff for all them tech jobs. You're studying to be getting breathed on by a boss or a manager. That's what you're studying for. A fucking boss that's breathing down your neck every single day. But you're making decent pay. You feel what I'm saying? Okay, let me drink some more Sprite. Oh, whew. Man. I walked a mile in the heat. That's why I sucked that soda down really quick. Usually I don't drink soda. Usually I mess with like Rockstar for my pre-workout. That's about it. But I don't drink soda like that, man. But I needed it, man. Because I needed something to, take the thirst off me real quick. Water sometimes don't do it, man. But anyway, like I said, man, I stopped crying a long time ago, bro. When I realized that, hey, nobody's coming to save me. I gotta do this on my own. And I gotta keep going every single day when I wake up. I gotta keep chasing the bag every single day of my life. I have to chase the bag. And it's been 5 years for me. You feel what I'm saying? And I don't care. I keep going anyway. So that's part of a champion right there. You feel what I'm saying? And years keep going by, he never quit. And he finally got there. Eventually, he got there. You got to be attractive to be an actor? No, you don't. No, you don't. Kevin Hart ain't attractive, man. That motherfucker like a foreign looks, and he hella short. You feel what I'm saying? The bad guys are ugly as hell, bro. Bolo from like Enter the Dragon, that nigga, he ugly, bro. But he does a good bad guy. Every time back in the day when they needed a bad guy that knew kung fu or whatever, Bolo was always signing up for the job because he did the bad guy really, really good, really, really well. Everybody in the actor is not everybody in like everybody in the Hollywood industry, bro, is not a Chad or a Tyrone. You must be smoking. Boy, you gotta be kidding me. Just another excuse to not go after no dream. So like I said, man, the crying, it's not gonna do anything. Before I end this video, because I gotta walk down there to that pay my phone bill. I think I'm gonna have to do it later when it cool off. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Like I said, I'm back to what I was saying, bro. Like, the crying and stuff is not gonna do anything. All you doing is medicating yourself and coping. Hoping that it'll go away. But when you wake up every morning, you're gonna be in the same predicament every single morning of your life. You're gonna have to fight to get out that motherfucker. Put in some time. Start chasing a dream that leads to riches, man. Then you'll get out of it. Other than that, if you not doing nothing, man, and you're trying to put that square peg into the round hole, you're gonna be stuck there like that for the rest of your life. Feel what I'm saying? Upload and complaining, that's like trying to put a round peg into a square hole, bro. And complaining, it ain't doing nothing. You feel what I'm saying? You ain't doing nothing. So think about what you're doing, man. Just think about it. And think about it good, man. You know what I'm saying? Sit back and chill. Think about what you're doing. Ask yourself, is this complaining and crying, is it really doing something for me? Is it really changing my life? No, it's not. You wonder why some people stay poor and some people make progress in life? It's because the ones who make progress, they keep going until they cross the finish line, bro. The ones who stay poor, they're comfortable where they at, bro. Talk about I don't need nothing else. I'm good. I'm good with just barely getting by. But really, you ain't good, cause you're struggling. You feel what I'm saying? My father and my mother struggled all the way until they died, bro. They never even seen no bag. They never got to travel. You know what I'm saying? But I'm a different breed, man. They didn't teach me nothing, man. Really, what helped me, man, was capoeira, bro. Martial arts. Boxing, too. I did boxing for 5 years. Forgot about that. I went to who was it? Freddie Roach? Freddie Roach, Pacquiao's trainer. I went to his dojo, or his boxing gym, I mean. Why am I saying dojo? I'm thinking about karate or capoeira. I went to his boxing gym a while back, and the way I was hitting that bag, he had to come shake my hand. He was like, man, you hitting that bag something ferocious. Cause I told you I got heavy hands. I done knocked so many niggas out coming up when I was younger. And I'm tearing that bag a new asshole. Just pop, 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 pop. I was trying to kill that bag. And he saw it, he was like, man, came over to shake my hand and stuff. And the guy that was he was in charge of the front desk, he came up to me, he's like, man, you know what you done? Freddie Roach he just don't come up to any fighter and congratulate him like that. He don't do that to fighters in the gym. I felt special. But I was already 35 years old, man. They couldn't really train me into a champion anyway. I was already 35 at the time. So I wasn't trying to press the boxing button and become a professional boxer at 35. Nah, it's not gonna happen. Just because you got heavy hands, it don't mean that you got skill. And I think it's too late for me to even try to become a boxer. It's way too late. So I stopped pursuing that passion. I should have did that when I was very young. I didn't have a father around to put me in the right direction, man. Feel what I'm saying? A lot of this stuff, I don't care what nobody say, bro. If you stuck in a bad situation, it's your fucking parents' fault for bringing you here like this. You didn't ask to be here, man. For some motherfucker straight up, if you struggling in the dating market, it's your fucking parents' fault. And some people say, well, you can't blame your parents. I'm like, who can you blame? Did you ask to be here in this world? No. If you die poor, it's your fault. Yeah, that's true. If you die poor, it is your fault because you refuse to change. It's all about change, man. I change. Nobody change. I say I change, man. It's because I want things to be better in the future. I don't want things to stay the same. I don't want to stay in this rut for the remainder of my life. I want to feel. I would give anything to have my life change for the better, and that's what I'm doing. I'm giving up my time. I'm giving up my comfort. I'm staying in the streets on purpose, so I don't have to pay no goddamn rent. I could keep on dropping 20s on my numbers every single day. I don't have to worry about no other bills. My phone bill. That's the only thing I pay is my phone bill. That's it. When I hit, boom, I'm out. I'm free. You feel what I'm saying? I have made it. You know what I'm saying? Once I hit, I'm free. I did it. You feel what I'm saying? I don't have to worry about struggling in the dating market no more. Then I'll be a prize. You know what I'm saying? They got to fight for my attention now. You feel what I'm saying? They got to fight for my attention. They got to approach me now. I don't have to approach them. They got to approach me now. I don't want got the bag. You approach me. I'm better than you now. You feel what I'm saying? Anyway, man, I'm going to end this live. I'll be back on later because I got to walk in and pay my phone bill. So I'm going to do another live then. You guys have a good day, man. Be back on in a couple of hours. I'm going to wait till it cool down, and then I'm going to walk down there to pay my phone bill and shit. You guys have a good day. I'm out, man. Peace.